Okay, so I guess we are live now. Let me quickly check few settings. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So we are good to go. Hello, everyone. So this is the last live session of 2024. This is another Q&A live session. So if you have any questions that you want to discuss, feel free to ask. I know it's New Year end and many people are not available, but still, we'll have a quick live session in case if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Yes, so people are joining. Thank you so much for joining. So, guys, before we start, can anybody quickly confirm in the chat section? Am I audible properly? Hi, Krishnendu. Good evening. Hi, Ram. So, we also have birthday boys. Hi, Sumitra. Wishing you again happy birthday. Hi, Santosh. Hi, Emlan. Okay, good to see many people are joining end of this year. So, thank you so much, guys, for joining. And meanwhile, feel free to drop your questions. We'll take them one by one. Hi, Miduna. Okay, Shyam Pandey, I have a question. Playwright with Java or JavaScript. Okay, we'll take that question. Okay, thank you so much for the confirmation. Okay, we also have Heather. Hi, Heather. Okay, so yeah, so we have enough people. We'll start. So, guys, the main reason of coming live is basically to talk about a couple of things which I have noticed in 2024. We need to understand what is happening in the market, and we need to take certain action steps so that we can, or we will be prepared for 2025. I will talk about the certain trends which I have noticed, what you have to prepare, and what things you have to learn in 2025 to stay updated in the market. Yeah. So this is a very common question, and I would like to start with this, which is Playwright with Java or Playwright with JavaScript. So Sham, not only with Java, JavaScript, I would like to also consider Python as well, because majorly what I have seen, people are using Playwright with almost every programming language, right? So people are using with JavaScript, TypeScript, Java, Python, and C#. Now there are two angles to look at it. One is, what is the purpose of learning Playwright? For example, if you're learning Playwright just to explore a new tool, I would recommend start with your existing programming language. For example, if you have worked on Selenium with Java, you continue with Playwright with Java so that you will understand what Playwright offers and what are different features, the limitations of Playwright, how it is comfortable with existing framework and the application that you're automating. But if you're looking for the job perspective, I would highly recommend to go with JavaScript, because most of the openings that I have seen in 2024, they're focusing on Playwright with JavaScript or TypeScript. So if your purpose is changing job, I would recommend Playwright with JavaScript. But if you just want to add an additional skill, and if you're already working on existing programming language, let's say you're working with Java already, go with Java. If you're working on Selenium with Java, Python, then go with Playwright with Python. But if you're learning from a job perspective, no other option. Playwright with JavaScript have a huge demand. Okay, so another question, future of 12 to 15 year of experience. Now this is a very interesting, because market is very tough, especially for experienced people. Not only for 12 to 15, anybody who have 8 plus experience, market is very competitive, where market is expecting a lot from these candidates. You cannot only survive with one automation tool, or I would say with one automation tool for API. You need to have now end-to-end knowledge. When it comes to, let's say, web automation, you need minimum two tools. Selenium is primary, then you can have Cypress or Playwright. When it comes to API, you need to have knowledge of Postman, Rest Assured, and some third party framework, for example, Serenity and Karate. Coming back to BDD, BDD is must nowadays. Every job description that you will see, BDD is mandatory, right? These are the bare minimum skills. Apart from this, you should have end-to-end knowledge about how automation works, how to set up the infrastructure, basically how to set up testing infrastructure on the cloud. You should be comfortable with Docker. You should be comfortable with Jenkins or any other CI/CD server. Main thing is for experienced people, you should be comfortable with the framework and handling the team. Now, whenever you come across this question that what is the expectation from experienced candidate, is always look for the trend. Go to LinkedIn, search for automation test architect, because after 12 to 15 years, you will be targeting architect role or principal QA architect role. See the job description, what they're expecting from you, and prepare accordingly. So what I mentioned is just a quick one. Next week, I'm going to release a video that for experienced candidate, what is mandatory. Nowadays, I've seen each and every job description, you should have idea of performance testing as well, at least JMeter or K6. So make sure you add at least one of the tool from performance side as well. Krishnendu, can we expect more openings in January? Yes, definitely. See, generally when it comes to year end, this is obviously from 15 December to 15 January, you will see very less calls. From 15 January, you will see more calls. Only in March, you will see some dip. But the best time to switch is actually April, May, June, because every company have their year plan, what they are exactly planning in 2025, how much resources they need, and what is actually their plan. Based on the plan, they will start hiring. So definitely you can expect more openings from after 5th or maximum 15 January. You will see many calls. How many days required for 3 years experience manual tester to switch to automation? Okay, so Venki Patil, see, if you talk about end-to-end automation, you need minimum 3 months, frankly speaking. I will not give you false hope that within 1 month or 2 months you can switch. Overall automation you want to learn, you need to spend minimum 80 hours. So if you are disciplined enough and if you're able to learn, let's say 1 hour every day, 3 months is more than enough, 90 hours. Now you have two options. Either you go through a proper, Udemy courses, YouTube videos, or you get into a training. Training will give you a little bit, I will say, advanced knowledge, because you will be discussing with trainer. You will also understand the use cases. You will also discuss about your common questions, right? With YouTube videos and other courses, like you need to wait. Plus, it is not a structured learning. So if you're very serious, get into the training. I'm also starting my training program from 7th of January, which is again Selenium with Java and end-to-end framework development, infrastructure development, and setting up infrastructure using Docker on AWS with BDD and interview preparation. So that is another option. Otherwise, you can go back to my YouTube channel. I have more than 150 videos, especially on Selenium with Java. But to summarize, 3 months is minimum that you need to spend to understand how automation works properly. Because nowadays you cannot just learn Selenium and continue. You have to understand end-to-end picture, because in terms of AI, everybody is expecting a lot, because everything can be done with the help of few clicks. You write a prompt, you will get everything. So if you want to get into the automation journey, make sure you have end-to-end knowledge. Rakesh says, hi Mankesh, do we currently have any batch for training session where I can learn BDD with Cucumber, API testing with Rest Assured, and framework development? Looking forward for response. Yes, Rakesh, we are starting from 7th of January. We are covering everything except API with Rest Assured. But if you're interested, I can give you the recording of API testing with Rest Assured and Postman. Rest everything we are covering live. We are starting from 7th of January. It's a weekday batch, 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. IST, Monday to Friday. And every day we'll have a doubt session 8:30 to 9:30. And this course will cover everything, whether you're fresher or advanced. This will cover everything. So Rakesh, if you're interested, drop an email or just share your number. We'll connect with you. So just drop an email to this email. Automation.com. YouTube Shorts. Good evening, sir. Can a non-background guy switch to automation testing directly? Directly into automation will be little tough, frankly speaking. First, you have to get into the manual. Once you're comfortable with manual, then you can jump into automation. If you're coming from non-IT background, first of all, getting into IT is a big uh, task. You cannot directly switch to MNCs. You have to start from at least startups. Plus, you might not get into testing directly. You might have to start with the tech support, right? Because when somebody is coming from non-IT background, they need to first get comfortable with IT terminologies, right? And here the referral comes into picture, because directly you might not get hired. You might have to look for the referrals. You might have to get into the startup, and then you can jump into automation. It is possible, but you need to have little patience, because it's not going to be a smooth journey. Plan for at least 6 months to 1 year, but it is possible. How will be the job testing market in 2024? Vasanti, the job market seems good. Even this year was mixed actually. If you see uh, the major layoff that we have seen in December, because obviously company have their planning and they analyze what they need in 2025, and every year we see a layoff in December. But as compared to 2023, that was not too many layoffs, right? Now we are not expecting too many layoffs in 2025. Again, depends on which company you're working, what is their future plan and revenue model. But 2025 seems to be good, and what I see is the competitiveness. Market is too tough. You need to work on the skill if you want to stay in the market. Understand, be active on LinkedIn, see what people are posting, what kind of job description they have, and make sure your profile is up to the mark as per the job standards. And another good thing which I have seen, that even in 2024, many people got multiple offers. Even in my batch, I have seen people got 3 to 4 offers. One of the candidate got 6 offers, and that person has to filter it out of six how much, which company he wants to join. But if you see the market is, he actually worked, prepared for 6 months, but within 6 months he got multiple offer and he got as an architect role. So market is good. Only thing is your profile should be smart enough to get into these big MNCs. Hi Hemant, hi. I have experience in Selenium with Java and got the opportunity in Python just now. Please guide me how to start. See Hemant, if you got the opportunity to work on Selenium with Python, please go ahead. Python is one of the easiest programming language on this earth. If you already know Java, switching to Python will take hardly 10 to 15 days. Because see, in Java, even if you have to write hello world, you have to understand class methods, and then you will start writing, right? With Python, within 1 hour you will get some idea how to work with variable data types, how to perform the basic operations. So core Python, if you want to understand, 10 hours is more than enough. And if you already know Selenium, it's almost same, just need to understand the new syntax. How to invoke the browsers will remain same, right? How to work with web browsers, how to perform basic operations, how to work with web element drop down, locators will remain same, switch to command will remain same, waits will remain same. Just understand the new syntax. If you need, I have a dedicated of recordings, because right now I'm taking training on Selenium with Python. It's almost 2.5 months we already completed. But if you need the recordings, I can share the recordings with you. Obviously it will be paid one, but you will get some idea how to get started. But please don't lose this opportunity. If you don't want to go through recorded sessions, paid recorded sessions, I have around 58 videos on my YouTube, which is more than enough to start your automation journey. Please don't miss this chance. Mandatory skills for 5 years experience, manual plus automation. See, Anil, for mandatory skills for 5 plus experience is, again, minimum one automation tool from web, one from API. And apart from this, BDD framework with AWS and Selenium Grid with Docker. Again, whenever you get this kind of question, Anil, please go to LinkedIn, Nokia.com, Indeed.com, Monster.com. Search for automation test engineer, select experience 5 to 8. You don't search for 3 to 4, because you will be soon getting into 8 years experience, 5 to 8 years experience goal. So 5 to 8, enter your location, and see the job description, you will understand what they're expecting from you. What is missing, note it down, prepare a roadmap for 2025, and please start as soon as possible. In the field of AI, people are not giving enough time to learn new things. They're expecting so many things because everything is available few in one click or two clicks, right? So understand how to work, then you can use different AI tools to make your work little faster. Any upcoming performance testing training from you? So Pavan, it's coming as a collaborative course. One of my friend, he's working with Salesforce almost from 12 plus. So soon I will be coming up with a live training program. It's not, dates are not decided yet, but once we start, we will announce on YouTube. So it will be end-to-end performance testing training with JMeter and K6. Shishil says, hi Mukesh, depending on today's trend, what do you think about the scope of mobile automation using APM? Any other automation tool for mobile automation? So Shishil, interestingly, I have seen the big jump. If you compare 2023, most of the job openings was available for APM. And now this trend will definitely increase because each and every company, they have their mobile apps now. So trend will definitely increase. And interestingly, APM is the only tool in the market almost from 10 years, and it will continue. Obviously every tool have their paid version and they also support mobile automation, but APM is one of the market leaders, so you should go for it. Amlan says, is JavaScript, Playwright, Postman, K6, Jenkins enough for 8 plus experience to switch? Now, Amlan, interestingly, JavaScript is good to have, but if you see, 70% of the openings are still for Selenium with Java. So even if you become expert in Playwright, you will fall under 30% bracket. Rest everything looks great. You have a JavaScript, Playwright, Postman, K6, Jenkins. I would recommend add at least one cloud, AWS or GCP. Instead of GCP, I would say AWS or Azure. Please add Docker and Kubernetes if possible, because when it comes to real-time deployment, you will be deploying Selenium Grid with Kubernetes too. It's optional but good to have. Please add API testing using REST Assured. There are many skills which is missing. You just have given the high level for 8 plus. In 2025, every job description you will see codeless automation tool knowledge or automation testing using GenAI. Try to add at least one tool in the codeless category or using AI. That will add a lot of value. It shows that you are updated as per the market, because it's almost 2.5 years everybody is talking about AI. Many AI tools came into picture, and if you're still not adopting AI, it shows that you are not flexible enough, right? So at least add one codeless automation tool or one generative AI tool, how they work, how you can start working with these kind of AI tools. You can start with Test Trigger. It's free to use, and I have around 15 videos on Test Trigger. Many videos are coming in 2025 again for Test Trigger, but it is must to have knowledge about AI based automation testing tool. Hi Mukesh, please suggest a tutorial for learning robot framework with APM. Amal, if I'm not wrong, software testing mentor. It is by Manish. He have many videos on robot framework with APM. You can go ahead and explore. Do we have any mock interview sessions for 15 years experience? Vasanthi, I will be starting mock interview sessions after 7th of January. As of now, I don't have plan. Maybe you can connect with me after 7th. If possible, I will take the mock interviews. Otherwise, I will suggest some other candidates who can take the mock interviews. But mock interviews will give you a clarity that what mistakes you're doing, because when you start attending interviews, you don't know what mistakes you're doing. So third eye principle will give you some idea that what mistakes you are doing, and even if not mistake, how you can improve your answers. Shashi Kumar says, how do we get knowledge on test complete with JavaScript? So Sashi, very less videos, frankly speaking, on test complete on YouTube. Maybe you have to go into Udemy. You will find end-to-end courses on Test Complete, or you have to visit their official documentation. Says, what do you think about QA shift to project management role or business development role or stick to an automation role? See, Amber, first of all, you need to have a clear idea why do you want to switch to a BA or project management. Because if you ask me, the roadmap, the career path is far better in automation role as compared to project management. So if you see, most of the layoff which is happening in the IT is more on the project management side too, right? So if I would be in your place, I will go with automation. I will just expand my horizon for the different tools instead of switching to project management. Marshall says, good evening, Mukesh. I already have knowledge on Selenium. So to enhance my profile, would you recommend Cypress or Playwright? Go with Playwright. If you would have asked me the same question in 2023, I would have said Cypress. But now what I've seen in 2024 is Playwright with JavaScript or with any programming language. Keval says, what do you think in 2025 Playwright job market rises over Selenium and better to go an advanced level in Playwright rather than Selenium? See, Keval, it's a mix as of now. I will not say Selenium will get absolute in the market. No. So last year we celebrated 20 years in Selenium. So 20 years, you can see Selenium is adding contribution continuously from last 20 years. Playwright is new in the market. It will still take few years. So instead of trusting me, go to the LinkedIn or any job portal and see the job description. Now it's both Selenium and Playwright. Selenium is main. Playwright is good to have. In some job description, you will see must have. But yes, you need to understand the trend, go as per the market. You need to learn both. And good thing, Kevil, is once you understand one automation tool, switching to different tool will not take much time because automation fundamental will remain same. You just need to adopt the new tool syntax, the functionality which they offer, and we're good to go. Hi Mukesh, currently I'm working on Playwright with Python, very good, with AWS Kubernetes on SaaS application. My question is, I'm unable to find much job openings on Python with Playwright, please guide. See, any that I agree, not only with Python, even if you learn Playwright with C# or Playwright with Java, openings are very less. So if you ask me on tops, Playwright with JavaScript, Playwright with Java, Playwright with Python, and fourth, I would say Playwright with C#. So you're at the third. Now, for you, interesting part is you got the opportunity, so please explore Playwright with Python. And in your resume, you also have to mention that you're comfortable Playwright with JavaScript because your resume has to get filtered with the job description. Learning JavaScript will not be a tough task because anyways, you're working on Python, which is a scripting language. JavaScript is also a scripting language. So switching to Python to JavaScript will not take much time. And understand both things are separate. One thing is what is the company needs and what your profile needs. You also have to keep your profile as per the market. You might get chance to work on Ruby on Rails, for example, or you might get a chance to work on PHP. This is your job demands, right? You have to do it, no other option. But if you say, Mukesh, I don't have options or much openings on Ruby on Rails, obviously you will not have. So your profile should satisfy both the conditions. It should satisfy that you're working currently, and your profile also should match as per the current standard. So don't think that less openings are there. No. Only thing is Playwright with JavaScript you have to add in your resume. Make some small change and see the big difference in the calls. Also, how good is to learn to data structure algo with Python or Java or let me repeat. Also, how good is to learn data structure algorithm with Python or Java data structure algorithm? Again, I'm not sure any Digvijay. If you're in India, it will be with Java. Python, I would keep on second. But if you're talking about Europe, I would go with Python. What's your thought about Selenium with TypeScript? No. In India, Selenium with Java is always on the top. If you're coming from TypeScript or JavaScript background, it's good to explore Cypress or Playwright. Raghu, I'm working as a manual tester, so I want to learn automation. Which one is to go for, Selenium with Java or Selenium with Python? Please tell me, sir. I'm confused about which one is best for you. See, Raghu, if you're looking for the easy option, Selenium with Python, easiest option. But will you get more calls? No. But if you're looking for a long-term benefit, and if you want to stay in automation from a long, in a long run, Selenium with Java by default. So don't get confused. Sometimes easy options are not the best options. So Selenium with Python will be the easiest option, but not the best. Instead, Selenium with Java will be the little, I will not say tough, frankly speaking, because it is just you need to spend some extra time. But that is a better choice if you're switching from manual to automation. Can we start directly with Playwright using JavaScript for automation testing, or is it necessary to use Selenium with Java first? No, it's not necessary. If you all know, it's good, but if you want to directly start Playwright with JavaScript, I would recommend get some fundamental of JavaScript, because the moment you write the first script, you will be creating describe, then you will be writing it. So until you don't understand what is function, what is anonymous function, what is mocha, right, you will get confused. So first get some clarity about JavaScript basics, then you start Playwright. I have a dedicated series on it, so you can explore. But it's not a mandatory thing that in order to start Playwright, you need to learn Selenium. No, they both are different. Hi, Jayesh. Good to see you. We started using TestKube. What is the scope of TestKube in the market? See, Amlan, again, you're getting into a different question. Don't always see a skill that you will be using for switch. Okay. Sometimes the skills that you will adopt is needed for your current role, and you should do that. If you get openings into that skill, it's good to have. But throughout my career, I have learned more than 50 tools. But is all needed for switch? No, right? Many things you will learn on the go. You will be using different tools. You will be using different adapters, small libraries. Is all available for? Is all mandatory for switch? No. Few things that is needed for a job. Learn on the go. Implement. Mention the resume, but focus on the main core skills. Do you teach karate for API testing? Abhi, I don't have as of now karate videos. I will plan, but as of now, you can go to Naveen Automation Labs. He have many videos on karate framework for web automation, API automation. But currently, as of now, I don't have. So this is what are the AI-based automation testing available in the market. I can explore. Go with test trigger, Sandeep. At least you will get how you can write simple prompts and it can automate complete application with one prompt. With one prompt, you can write the complete English-based test cases. It can run on different platform. It can run on different browser. So if I have to automate one test case in Selenium, run on cross browser, cross platform, it might take 5 to 6 hours. With test trigger, within 5 minutes, using AI, you can either write the simple English-based test cases, or you can write one prompt. It generates the test cases, automate them, run on different browsers, run on different platforms, and you will get the result. And nothing, no need to install anything. It's everything is on the browser itself. So test trigger, I have videos on it. So if you just go to my YouTube channel, search for test trigger, TESTRIGOR by Mukesh, you will get many videos and you can start. What will be the time of the training from 7th of January? It will be morning 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. IST, Monday to Friday. 8:30 to 9:30 is a doubt session, and we are also covering AI based tool this time. How to use AI with automation, we are also covering in this training program. Not only in web automation, we will be discussing a couple of AI tools that how you can automate the CI/CD process too. So I will be sharing the link. Those who are interested, you can check out. If you're not interested, you can share with your friends, colleagues, those who wants handhold support to learn automation. because in this AI era, if you are still doing manual testing, you are playing with your future. Please take some hard calls and start your automation journey as soon as possible. So this is the link. Those who are interested, please check out the link. Okay, I missed the last question. Archana, sir, I want to know that when we join job, are all applications like Selenium, Jenkins, GitHub are installed in that laptop, or we need to install? Okay, Archana, you made couple of mistakes. So what I understood from your question is when we join a particular organization, these kind of uh, application like Jenkins, everything should be installed locally or not. See, Archana, when it comes to real time, you will be getting everything on the cloud. Now, depends on the situation. If you're joining a startup, or let's say you're joining a company where they don't have anything, and you will be the first one who will be starting the automation part, you will be responsible to set up the infrastructure, the CI/CD tool, and everything. But suppose you join one company where already they're doing automation, you will be playing part of their team, you will be contributing to the framework, you will be having Jenkins infrastructure already in place, you will get access, and you will simply do the participation. You will either enhance the process or you will continue doing using the same tools. Coming back to your question, do we have to install locally? Yes. For practice, try to install Jenkins first locally, try to install Docker locally, try to install Eclipse and Selenium, see how you can start automation. But in real time, everything will run on the cloud. Once you're comfortable, switch everything to the cloud. GitHub is anyways a code repository where you can push your code, create your pipelines. You can also create pipeline on GitHub Actions as well, right? So for practice, try everything locally, but in real time, everything will be on the cloud. Either it will be on AWS or on the Azure. What are the expectation with 7+ experience, QA manual plus automation? So Richa, again, 7+ experience in automation plus manual. They're expecting web API. This question we already answered, but just a quick recap. Selenium and Playwright is mandatory. Postman and rest assured from performance side K6 and JMeter. Apart from this, rest everything is same. You should have knowledge of Cucumber. You should have knowledge of Jenkins, CI/CD, uh, how to work with Grid with Docker. So go through the job portals, go to the job description, and see what they're expecting from 7+ candidate. And Mukesh, just wanted to tell you this. So many thanks on long course and Playwright. I compared your course with others, and honest, there's nothing to compare. You're simply the best. Thank you so much. I know it means a lot to me. Thank you so much. There are a couple of videos which is still missing from that playlist. I will try to add more videos in that playlist. But thank you so much. Hi Deva. Richa says, do you have some knowledge on moving to Dubai with QA jobs? Its process requirement amount. So Richa, you can connect to Naveen Automation Labs. Currently is in Dubai. He will help you out if you need any help in terms of process. He have many contacts. He might recommend some people. Raghu, thank you so much, sir. Referred Selenium with Java. Thank you so much, Raghu. Let me know if you need any help. Marshall says, I try to keep myself updated using LinkedIn, but these days when I open LinkedIn, I just see the post about people getting laid off or how difficult is the hiring process have become. Okay, see, Marshall, I can understand. It's not only with LinkedIn, right? Sometimes you open Instagram too, and you will see everybody's enjoying their life to the fullest, right? They are going to the holidays, going to some luxury resorts, they're enjoying their life. But the reality is different, right? Everybody's posting their happy faces. Nobody post their bad times. In LinkedIn also, you will not see always layoffs. See, if you open LinkedIn always, and your connections have only the people who are working in IT, they don't have or let me put in this way. Your connections are working in companies where the layoff is happening. So obviously you will see layoff news. And December is the only period where you see most of the layoffs are happening every year, not only 2024. Every year you will see some layoffs are happening. So don't take a permanent decision based on the temporary situations which is happening. Start LinkedIn again in January and see how people are getting multiple offers. Even today, I saw around 6 people from my batch, they got the offer. So it's all about what environment you have set up, and don't just look for the temporary. Few LinkedIn posts will not decide your future, right? You have to see what is your current position. If you are in the same situation where you are not compatible as per the market, then again, who knows, you might be the next. But if your profile is good, even though the layoff is happening, you can get into a second job within few months. So don't compare social media. Sometimes it's completely fake. I can give you tons of example because every day I'm on the social media because that is my job right now, right? But Instagram, LinkedIn, not always true. Many things are just they are doing the showcase that they are having the best life, but reality is different. Your reality might be different. Hiring process is tough, I know, but when it comes to critical thinking, you have to see what you can do to fit into that process. You cannot change the process, but you can change your skill set, you can change your perspective. So please don't look into so many factors. Take baby steps, see what is missing in your profile, get into action mode. Take 2 days rest. Like for the next 2 days, I know nobody will study, but get into the routine, get into the habit from 2nd of January. Can you make a series on API testing using JMeter or K6? Yes, Keshav, that is actually a plan. I started JMeter series in 2022, but I could not complete. Most probably, I will finish in 2025. Hi Mukesh sir, may I know which language is best for Playwright, Java, JavaScript? So just we discussed, if you're looking for a job change, Playwright with JavaScript. But if you already have some knowledge of Java and you want to explore Playwright, go with Playwright with Java. I want to learn about API testing. Can you please let me know what are the prior knowledge is required? No, you just need to get comfortable with basic terminologies. What is server, what is client, what is browser. Rest everything is already covered on my YouTube videos. How to get started with Postman, how to start with rest assured. If you need detailed one, I have a paid course on it, which is a paid tutorials where I have taken everything from the scratch till the advanced, which includes everything which you need in real time. But if you want to go for the free one, go to my YouTube, around 39 videos or 29 videos on Postman, which is more than enough. I'm applying for automation jobs. I have 6 years of manual experience, also 2 years of automation experience. How much should I tell for expected salary, and how much should I agree at the last? So Apnil, again depends on multiple factors. Depends on the last withdrawn salary. Few companies which I have seen, they're also giving 25 LPA for 5 plus experience, and few companies they're also giving 20 LPA for 10 plus experience. So totally depends on the last withdrawn salary. But let's say, I'm not sure about your current salary, but I'm assuming, let's say you have 20 LPA, 8 plus experience, you can go for 25 to 28. But again, depends on so many factors. But 8 years, 25 to 28 is a good number. But again, if your current salary is 12 to 15, you cannot ask 24 directly, right? Then it has to be for it. You can start with 18. And again, last number is, I'm not the right guy, but make sure that you are not settling for less. The moment you settle for less, next 2 to 3 years will what get impacted, right? Because after 10 years, number of openings will go less. So let's say if you have 8 plus experience, you can do one more switch after 2 years. But after 10 plus, 12 plus, 15 plus, number of openings will go down. So have a long vision, don't settle for less. And instead of asking me, you first see what is your current circle. With 8 plus experience, how many, uh, a couple of friends who are working in automation 8 plus, what salary they're getting. But this salary is very subjective. Sometimes people get 21 LP after 12 plus experience too. I have few friends who are still on 15 LP after 10 plus experience. But you got what I'm trying to say. Please don't settle for less. Be as per the market standard. Uh, Anor says, "Hi Mukesh, why don't you post your courses on Udemy for an international visibility? I'm from Canada. I cannot follow your live courses because of the time difference." Hi Anor, thank you so much for the suggestion, and I can understand the timing difference. It's completely opposite. But yeah, I have a plan of Udemy in 2025. Next 3 months, I will put less focus on the live training and I will start recording. I don't want to put my existing recorded videos because my Selenium videos, which I recorded, it is in 2014. So I've been recording now fresh videos with latest version of Selenium, with latest Java 17 and all the latest version. Most probably by March, I will finish my course and I will upload on Udemy. But yeah, thank you so much for the suggestion. It is in the pipeline and you will see my courses on Udemy soon. Thank you. Hi Sashi, good evening. Thank you so much, Archana. What is the CTC one can expect for 4 plus experience candidate? Vignesh, if you are in India, 4 plus experience, 12 to 15. But again, depends on the last withdrawn salary. If you're into bracket of 6, you can target 8 or 8 to 10. But if you're already in the 8 to 10, try for 12 to 15. Don't go too aggressive because when it comes to layoff, right? If you're on the upper uh, salary bracket and the experience is less, you will be the targeted one. So don't settle for less and don't target too much that when it comes to cost cutting, you should not be on the radar. Raksha says, my friend have 4 years of testing experience, 15 years of career gap. Okay, that's a big gap, Raksha. Only thing is, if your friend can get into the latest tools, technology which is needed for 4 plus experience, that person have to start with 4 plus experience. And if you target, smartly startups and not MNCs as of now, small companies, startups, he or she can start. Only thing is that person might have to compromise little bit from the salary perspective and little stretch that person have to do in terms of adapting new tools and technologies because when you grow, let's say I'm assuming that person must be having age of 42 or 44, the learning curves sometimes cyclically decrease. If you push little bit, you can adopt the latest tools and technologies and chances are high. But again, it's a win-win situation, so it's worth giving a try. Keval says, do you have any plans to start a new batch on Playwright with JavaScript or TypeScript in the first quarter of 2024? And if you skip Selenium and Java as already having knowledge. See, Keval, if you already have Selenium Java knowledge, I will not recommend because unnecessary it will be just a revision for you. But yes, we have a plan. First week of March, we are launching Playwright with JavaScript. I launched my first course on Playwright with JavaScript in September 2022, Cypress, WebDriver IO, and Playwright. Now I will be launching the same course, but instead of covering 3 tools, I will focus on Playwright with JavaScript. An interesting part about Playwright is now we have a AI adapters. So with the help of just one prompt, with the help of AI, you can automate the complete script. You just need to write a plain text and Playwright can write the complete script. No need of locators, auto healing, and within few seconds, you can write the complete script. So that batch will also have how to use Gen AI with Playwright. Microsoft also have released their own Playwright testing services that also we will be covering in this course. And everything is available. So whenever you get time, please explore the how to use AI with Playwright. They have an adapter. Just install that package. You just need to add one token and we're good to go. Similarly, Microsoft also have their uh, Playwright service. You just need to enable that service, and with cloud you can also use. And not only Playwright, I'm assuming many tools will start coming there with their adapter. So I'm not sure about Selenium, but other tools which currently I'm in the discussion, they're coming with their own adapter, which you can just plug in and you can start using GenAI. Most welcome, Archana. Good to interact with you. I have 2.6 years of experience in manual and Selenium with Java. Currently, I'm searching for job, not getting single com from recruiter. Market is less or when it will improve. Sashi, first of all, for freshers, we have generally less openings. With 2 to 3 is generally you get a very less call. Second thing that you need to see your resume. See, nowadays we are getting many resumes, right? So resume has to be ATS friendly. ATS means application tracking system. So whenever, let's say, some openings are coming, 5 openings, but they're getting 500 resumes, they don't manually verify, right? They have ATS system. So basically one template. If your resume is ATS friendly, then only it gets into the second phase. Then generally HR will get your resume and they will start calling. But if your resume itself is not ATS friendly, you will not get calls. Second part is LinkedIn. Now, even if you get your resume is getting filtered through ATS system, if your LinkedIn is not updated, if your LinkedIn is not optimized, chances are very less, right? Because for 5 openings, 500 people are applying. So your resume has to be updated with proper ATS friendly based resume. Your LinkedIn has to be properly updated, and after that, you will start getting calls. So sometimes you have to see what is missing from our side. Do not say that market is down. No, market is not down. Except December, market was good, and I will share many testimonials. People who got multiple offers. December, generally we have less calls. So work on your resume, check your LinkedIn profile. If you have friends who are getting multiple calls, get a template from them, right? This you will see that one person is getting multiple call and another person is not getting even a single call, right? So sometimes it's our mistake to see what is missing, make the changes, and see if something is not happening, again reiterate. I want to switch in product manager from a QA. Is it correct? See, nothing is right or wrong. It is only thing you have to see uh, the bigger vision why you are moving into product manager role. Is it by choice or is it by force? If it is by force, it's a different story. But if it is by choice, you also have to see the long term vision, right? What after product management? Do you want to continue this product management roadmap, or you want to stay in the QA? See, I'm the someone who will always stay in the technical role. I will never get into the product management role. So depends on what kind of personality you have, what is your vision. You can switch. Only thing is the openings are less as compared to QA. Yes, this we discussed. How can we know that our salary is around the market standard, or is there any website etc where we can find out based on the skills and number of experience? See, Seven, the best one is you should have some good friends or the circle with whom you can simply have a quick check that is what is the current salary. They might not give you the exact salary, but at least they will give you the band. And the other thing is to check. You can talk to any influencer, or you can simply start applying. Okay, that is the best part. Let's say, okay, let me give one perspective. When somebody is starting with, let's say, as a fresher, they generally have a salary of 3 to 4, right? Starting one. After 2 years, they get into 6 to 8 range. After 4 years, 8 to 10 or 8 to 12. Then 12 to 15, 15 to 18. So it depends on how much experience you have, what is your previous work experience, which company you have worked. Everything changes. Let me give you another idea. Let's say if somebody started their journey with Amazon. Okay, Amazon for freshers sometimes they pay 45 LPA as a fresher. Now that person's journey will be totally different, right? Because that person's starting salary is 45 LPA. I'm just giving a number. And with good colleges, they generally start with this. If you go to good tier 1, tier 2 colleges. But if someone who is starting their journey from 2 LPA or 3 LPA or 5 LPA, their journey will be different. So again, don't take the extreme cases, don't take the minimum cases. See the standard range. Make sure you're falling into this category. If you get a good package, it's good. But in order to survive here, you have to be little competitive in the market. But have some good circle with whom you can connect, discuss, and you should have some friend circle where you can just vent out what is happening with you and what is happening in the market. You should have a friend who will always guide you that what mistakes you're doing and where you can improve. Otherwise, you can get help from the mentors, which is on LinkedIn, YouTube. But you need one accountability partner. Otherwise, it's tough to get into always in a motivated state. Okay, guys, so I will be here for the next 10 minutes. Then we will end this live. We will again have this live after 1 week where I will come up with a roadmap and what we can do differently in 2025, how you can build a good habit so that you will stay on the track. What I've seen, people generally start their automation journey with motivation that they will do in 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. But after 1 week, they will lose the motivation, right? Or maybe 2 weeks or maybe 1 month. But automation is a long journey. You have to stay on the track. I will give you some practical tips in the next live, how you can stay updated, how you can be consistent with your learning journey. Because once you start your learning journey, you will never stop. It is not like you will learn Selenium with Java or Selenium or no, Playwright with TypeScript and you will stop. In IT, every day you have to learn. You cannot skip. Those time was different where you just learn one skill, get into the job, and you will retire. No, in IT, every 6 months you have to evolve. Every 1 year you have to evolve. And if you're not evolving, then you will not be fit into the current market, right? So we'll talk about this in the next live. We have less time. It's a very important topic, so we'll do this in detail. Okay, sorry, I missed this question. 1 month back, I joined one company, but recently attended two Infosys interview. 2 rounds are done. One HR round is still pending. But in my resume, I didn't at second interview. But in Infosys portal, I mentioned. Sorry, I got confused. 1 minute. 1 month back, I joined one company, but recently attended Infosys interview. 2 rounds are done. HR is still pending, but my resume, I didn't at second interview. But in Infosys portal, I mentioned. Okay. See, Krishnaredi, first of all, once you join a particular company, within 1 month, if you're switching, then it's not good thing. Coming back to still maybe some XYZ reasons, if you still want to jump, wait for the second round or the next round, which is pending, and then get into it. I'm not sure what is the exact question, but some companies takes time, and anyways, it's a December month, so many people are on vacation. You might get call, but if you're switching company after 1 month, it's not good for your resume too. Hey Mukesh, good to see you live. Thank you so much, Mukul. I've explored Playwright with TypeScript in the last 2 months. If the future with Playwright is bright. Yes, yes. See, what I have seen, the adoption is very good, but nobody knows the future. But I can see the good adoption of Playwright in the market. And the continuous releases which Playwright is giving, right, in terms of new features, in terms of new adapters, in terms of new cloud services. I'm not sure whether Playwright will get into a paid feature in future, not sure, because anyways it's acquired by Microsoft and Microsoft is maintaining it, so they might come up with their pricing plan in future. We cannot predict, but adoption is very good. This part we discussed already. Adit, can we expect some scriptless tools to surpass Selenium in the future? Adit, more than 3 days back I was reading one article on LinkedIn. More than 15 plus tools are already available. 15 plus. Few are free, few are paid. But if you compare in the last 5 years, almost this is the next target for the companies. They want to build codeless based automation tools where you can just write simple plain English, it will automate or just drag and drop. So already tools are available, they are doing good. You just need to get comfortable with the scriptless or codeless automation tools. And you can start with Test Trigger, which is available on my channel. How can we check our resume is ATS friendly or not? How can we create? See, Savan, you can go to novaresume.com, you can go to canva.com. There's so many websites. Just search for ATS friendly resume. So they have a proper format, proper skills. For automation, you need to mention some skills. But ATS friendly resume is basically a template where you just need to fill certain keywords based on the current role that you're applying, and it can go through the ATS system. The old patterns, old templates are still relevant, but those some companies who have ATS based tracking, right? There it will not be applicable. So maintain two resume or stick to one ATS friendly resume which will be applicable. And one small tip I want to give someone here, that you might have to customize your resume before applying to a job. For example, there's one job opening which is having all the skills that you mentioned, apply. But let's see another job opening where they have written Cypress is mandatory and you don't have Cypress. For that particular opening, you might have to add Cypress, get some basic idea of Cypress and then apply. Chances will go little high because the Cypress is mandatory, even though if you don't know Cypress, but you know Playwright, you know Selenium. Within 3 to 4 days, you will get some basic idea of Cypress and apply. Chances will get increased. I'm not saying to fake it, but mention in resume that you're learning. Okay, I'm not asking you to fake it completely, but since you know automation, getting into different tool will not take much time. In the interview, you can mention I have knowledge on Selenium, I have knowledge on Playwright, but I'm learning Cypress now. Keshav Dwivedi, hi Mukesh sir, I started learning from you first time in 2016. You are my first teacher. Really grateful. Thank you so much, Keshav. Thank you so much. And good to see you from last 8 years we are connected. It means a lot to me. Mukesh, is there any scope for mobile automation testing in future also? Yes, Vignesh. See, that is the good part, right? Not many competitors are available for APM. So APM is the market leader from last 12 years. And very less people have this skill. So if you have that skill, you will have a different, I will say, advantage. Can we expect Playwright with Java sessions? Yes, Jayesh, we already have 26 videos already uploaded. 22 videos are still coming. Again, I will resume from 2nd of January, but we have many videos on Playwright with Java. Hi Mukesh, if the current package is 35 LPA with 11 plus experience, it's a good number, Ajay. Frankly speaking, it's a good number, but don't settle for less. I have seen people went up to 65 as well, 65 to 70, but it was with big MNC. But you are on the right range. But again, don't consider this as a higher cap. If you have the plan to move to a different country, this will go double or triple. But in India, if you have to stay with this package, please uh, reinvent yourself after every 3 months, see what is missing, because you have to consider the worst scenario as well, that in case something goes wrong, what other companies are expecting with 11 plus experience, and match that skill set. Okay, the last 7 minutes and then we can stop. Hi Mukesh, I have 8 years of experience. I have experience in Selenium, Java, BDD, API testing. Which one is recommended? Playwright. Please go ahead with Playwright. Can I get more if I switch? Yes, it's definitely. See, Ajay, I have a different perspective about switching. If you do well in that company and if you're getting a decent hike, see, this switching game is endless. If you keep switching, right, that you will never get settled. If I would be in your place, if I'm getting the decent salary as per the market standard, every year I'm getting decent hike, I'm getting promotion after every 2 years or 3 years, I would like to stay in that company. Because if I keep switching, I will never get into that settlement mode. Plus, after 11 plus experience, you have to focus on your health as well. Because the more you switch, uh, the more quickly you have to learn and adopt. You will not be focused on, you will not focus on your health and your family too. But you have to maintain a balance. Uh, See, the switching culture is was different actually. Now it's different. People are looking switch for the different reason. But switch was initially when you're not satisfied with the current role and the salary, generally do. But now they want to go up to 30, 35, 50, 60, and they want to retire a little early. So see why you are doing switch. Everybody have a different reason of switch. If I'm getting proper work-life balance, proper salary, I'm able to maintain everything, I will not do switch. But I will make sure that I will get enough increment, enough promotion, so that I will not, you know, get less as per the market. That should be your thumb rule. Garav Dev, you and Naveen both are good person. Thank you so much, Garav. Thank you so much. Everybody is good. Please talk about Selenium versus Playwright. Is Playwright exceed Selenium? Selenium is in future. So it will not exceed actually. It is still evolving. Selenium, as I mentioned, it is in the market almost from 20 years. But yeah, good adoption of Playwright. Hi Mukesh, hi Ajay. This we already discussed. Does Playwright support mobile automation like we are using APM with Selenium? Also to run test cases on cloud machine with Playwright. Yes, cable Playwright you can run on Lambda test, Source Lab browser stack. As of now, Playwright is only supporting web and API. Mobile, you can use APM. How many years of experience we should maintain for the proper switch between two companies? See, there's no proper uh, gap that you need to maintain. With see, if someone having, okay, let me frame in a different way. You can do 3 to 4 switch up to 10 plus experience. I have seen people do 6 to 7 switch, which I don't recommend. 3 to 4 switch is decent up to 10 plus experience. After 10 plus experience, you should settle down. You should not switch after every 2 years or 3 years. When you see something is not wrong, you're not getting enough value at the workplace, something is impacting a lot, then you plan for switch, but again, not very frequently. Because after 10 plus, number of openings will go very less, right? So 0 to 10, 3 to 4 switch. See, I have done only 3 switch in the last 12 years. For me, the scale was different. My pointers were different. I started with Dells. After 2 years, I switched. I worked with SAP for 8 years. After 8 years, I switched. Right. So there's no standard number. See what is the main factor and then switch. Okay, so there are around 8 to 9 questions which I missed because I can see many questions, but we are running out of time. So again, I will be coming next week and we'll discuss the remaining questions. So quick announcement, those who are interested, those who need help, those who are not able to continue using YouTube and Udemy, you can join my live training program, which is starting from 7th of January. It's a very long course, 3 to 4 months. We'll cover everything right from the scratch till the advanced, including resume preparation. So it will be like starting from 7th of January, Monday to Friday. You will be getting live tests, assignments, study materials, interview guide, and resume templates. And every day it will be live sessions. Those who are not able to afford live sessions, please go to YouTube, Udemy, whatever resources you need. But please start your automation journey. It's high time. And yeah, please don't miss the next live session. We'll discuss a couple of points, the roadmap, and the latest trends which is happening. And we'll discuss some other things that you need to, some habits, micro habits that will help you to stay in this game. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. Wishing you all happy new year in advance. Generally, we do retrospective, right? After every sprint, it's high time to do retrospective. What went well, what went wrong, where we can improve. So generally, I maintain my own diary. But if you don't do this retrospective, please do it either today or tomorrow. What basic and micro changes that you can do in 2025 so that you will not be the same person. And don't work on resolution part because that never works. I generally used to take this new resolutions, I will do this, I will do that, but it never worked for me. But I worked on the micro habits. So change your habits, change your routine, make some minor changes in your routine, and you will see the big change. But yeah, we'll discuss that in the upcoming live session. So once again, wishing you happy new year in advance, and see you in the next live sessions. Okay, those who are interested, you can drop an email or you can give a call or just drop your email after this chat. We will connect with you. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Bye bye. Take care.